Seahawks training camp highlights. Kenneth Walker III, Jalen Milroe, shine. Imagine a world where the Seattle Seahawks dominate the NFL with a powerhouse team that leaves all others in the dust. But here's the reality check. The road to success is paved with hard work, dedication, and a sprinkle of luck. As we dive into the latest news and updates from the Seahawks training camp, you'll discover the exciting developments that are shaping the team's future. But before we get into the nitty-gritty, let's set the stage. The Seahawks are on a mission to reclaim their spot as a top contender in the league. And with the right combination of talent, strategy, and teamwork, they might just achieve their goal. So buckle up and let's explore the latest news, notes, and observations from the Seahawks training camp. One of the most promising players to watch is Kenneth Walker III, who's hoping for an all-pro season. According to Seaside Joe, Walker has the potential to break the curse that's been plaguing the Seahawks running backs in recent years. But will he be able to live up to the hype? Only time will tell. Meanwhile, rookie QB Jalen Milroe is flashing his greatest assets at training camp, and Sports Illustrated is taking notice. Could he be the key to unlocking the Seahawks offense? As we take a closer look at the Seahawks defense, it's clear that they're building on a much stronger foundation than last year. Second-year head coach Mike Macdonald is confident that his team is in better shape, and with good reason. The addition of new players and the development of existing ones are expected to make a significant impact. But here's where it gets interesting. ESPN's Benjamin Solak believes that one of the Seahawks running backs has an astonishing ceiling. Who could it be? And what does this mean for the team's overall performance? The Seahawks rookie safety, Nick Emmanwori, is also making waves with his big plays. The Seattle Times reports that he's been consistently delivering, and his celebration preparations are a testament to his confidence. But can he maintain this level of performance throughout the season? And how much cap space do the Seahawks have going into the 2025 NFL preseason? Sports Illustrated has the answer, and it's a crucial factor in determining the team's future moves. As we expand our focus to the NFC West, we find that the San Francisco 49ers are facing some tough questions. How many of their players are worth a first-round pick? And did they botch the Trey Lance situation? The answers to these questions will have a significant impact on the team's trajectory. Meanwhile, the Los Angeles Rams are experiencing some shocking performances at training camp. And the Arizona Cardinals are looking to answer some critical questions in the preseason. Around the NFL, the Jacksonville Jaguars are providing updates from their training camp, and the Cowboys are fielding calls about Micah Parsons. The 2025 NFL preseason is shaping up to be an exciting one, with 5 key talking points to watch. And as we look to the future, it's clear that some active NFL players are destined for the Hall of Fame. Patrick Mahomes and TJ Watt are just 2 examples of players who could retire now and still make it into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. But here's the part that most people miss. The journey to success is just as important as the destination. The Seahawks, like all teams, will face ups and downs throughout the season. And it's how they respond to these challenges that will ultimately determine their fate. So, as we continue to follow the latest news and updates from the Seahawks training camp, let's keep in mind that the true test of a team's character is not just about winning, but about how they overcome obstacles and grow as a unit. And this is the part where we ask you, the fans, to weigh in. What do you think is the most critical factor in the Seahawks' success this season? Is it the performance of their running backs, the development of their defense, or something entirely different? Let us know in the comments, and let's start a conversation about the future of the Seattle Seahawks. Kenneth Walker's future with the Seahawks. Health, offense, and contract insights. Imagine finding yourself in the perfect storm of opportunity and uncertainty. That's exactly where Kenneth Walker, the Seahawks' star running back, finds himself as he navigates the final year of his contract. But here's where it gets controversial. While the future seems bright, the path to securing a lucrative deal is far from guaranteed. Let's dive into the details. Kenneth Walker is stepping into a scenario that seems tailor-made for success. He's back to full health, ready to take on the lead running back role in a revamped Seahawks offense. And the best part? His head coach has given the new offensive coordinator, Clint Kubiak, a clear directive. Get the ball in Walker's hands more often. More touches mean more opportunities to shine, and potentially more money in his pocket, whether he stays in Seattle or moves on in 2026. But here's the twist. Despite all the positives, Walker insists he's not focusing on the contract talks. During a recent practice, he was asked about his future and the potential for a big payday. His response? He's keeping his mind on the game, not the contract. "I just want to be positive and keep my mind on football," Walker said. "I really just want to make a positive impact on my team and play to the best of my ability." It's a commendable attitude, but it raises the question, is he setting himself up for success or missing out on a crucial negotiation window? And this is the part most people miss. While Walker's focus is on the field, the reality is that his performance this season will significantly impact his future earnings. The more he runs, the more he scores, the higher his value. And this is where Kubiak's promise to run the ball more comes into play. Walker sees it as an opportunity to showcase his skills. And who can blame him? More touches mean more chances to impress, both on the field and in the boardroom. But let's not forget the elephant in the room, Walker's injury history. He's had his share of setbacks, from ankle issues to calf and abdominal problems. Yet this offseason, he's taken steps to ensure he stays healthy. He's cleaned up his diet, prioritized sleep, and worked closely with his coaches to avoid overuse. The result? Walker is full go in training camp, ready to tackle whatever comes his way. Now, let's talk about the new offense. Walker has to learn a new quarterback, new linemen, and a new running scheme. It's a lot to take in, but he's up for the challenge. The outside zone running game requires precise timing and quick decision-making. Skills Walker has in spades. But can he adapt quickly enough to make an impact this season? And this is where the controversy comes in. Some fans are skeptical, while others are optimistic. What do you think? Will Walker rise to the occasion, or will the pressure get to him? Coach Mike McDonald and offensive coordinator Clint Kubiak have high hopes for Walker. They see him as a versatile player who can excel in any scheme. But they also know that the new offense will demand a lot from him. "We're going to ask a lot out of him," Kubiak said. It's a bold statement, but one that Walker seems ready to embrace. So what's next for Kenneth Walker? If he continues to perform at a high level, the contract situation will likely take care of itself. But until then, he's focused on one thing, playing the best football of his career. And that's something we can all get behind. But let's not forget the bigger picture. Walker's journey is a testament to his resilience and determination. He's faced adversity, overcome injuries, and now stands on the brink of a breakthrough season. And this is where the conversation gets interesting. How do you think Walker's story will unfold? Will he secure a massive contract, or will he take his talents elsewhere? The future is uncertain, but one thing is clear. Kenneth Walker is a force to be reckoned with, both on and off the field. And this is the part that has everyone talking. What do you think? Will Walker's focus on football pay off? Or is he missing out on a crucial negotiation opportunity? The comments are open, and we want to hear your thoughts. Let's discuss. Seahawks rookies shine. Emmanwori, Horton Ouzts steal the show. Day 9 training camp. Shaq, rookies shine. Other insights from Day 9 of Seahawks training camp. Excitement is in the air as rookies make their mark. The 9th practice of the Seahawks training camp has brought forth some thrilling performances and noteworthy observations that fans won't want to miss. Date, August 1st, 2025 at 5:45 p.m. This Saturday night, the Seahawks will take their practice under the bright lights during the Seahawks Football Fest at Lumen Field. However, before heading across Lake Washington, the team was back at the Virginia Mason Athletic Center, where several rookies stood out during practice. Here are 6 key takeaways from Day 9 of Seahawks camp. 1. Nick Emmanwori is on fire. Nick Emmanwori made a spectacular interception in the end zone, even after being pushed from behind by fellow second-round pick Elijah Arroyo, who was the intended receiver on the deep throw. In a moment of celebration, Emmanwori spun the ball, prompting cornerback Devin Witherspoon to join in by kicking the ball to the sideline. As it spun, this spontaneous celebration was something Emmanwori had been contemplating for his next big play, having already made 2 interceptions earlier in the week. I've been thinking about celebrations throughout the week a little bit. I've been making plays, making turnovers, so I wanted to do something for the camera. Emmanwori shared, "I knew I was going to spin the ball. I didn't know he was going to kick it though. That's spoon for you." While it's still early in August and Emmanwori has yet to participate in a preseason game, the excitement surrounding his potential impact on the defense is palpable. 2. Torrey Horton is a potential draft gem. Rookie receiver Torrey Horton, selected in the 5th round from Colorado State, missed off-season workouts and minicamp due to a knee injury from his senior year. Now fully recovered, Horton is showcasing his skills at training camp, reminding everyone of his impressive college stats. 167 receptions for 2,267 yards and 16 touchdowns in 2 full seasons. On Friday, Horton had a standout performance, making several eye-catching catches, including a leaping grab between 2 defenders and a toe-tap catch in the back of the end zone during 7-on-7 drills. It's unfortunate he had an injury in college, which kind of hindered his draft process, but I'm glad we got him in Seattle, Emmanwori commented. "I think he's one of the best receivers I've seen as far as just growing and developing. You saw him today. He was making all types of plays. I can salute him for that. I think he's going to be a great player for us." 3. Are they booing? No, they're cheering for Ouzts. Robbie Ouzts, who played tight end in college, is transitioning to fullback for his first NFL season. Until recently, his focus has been on blocking, but on Friday, he finally got a chance to shine in the red zone, scoring a short touchdown run. The fans erupted with chants of "Ouzts," celebrating his achievement. "It's awesome," Ouzts expressed about getting a carry. "It's a dream come true. My last carry was in high school. A little bit rusty at it, but we worked on it a little bit today in our walkthrough. I'm excited to see where that play goes." The experience of hearing fans chant his name just a week into his first NFL camp was surreal for Ouzts. 4. Devin Witherspoon's impressive interception. In a one-on-one matchup, a 6'4" receiver typically has the advantage over a 6' cornerback. So when Sam Darnold threw a fade pass to Marquez Valdes-Scantling in the red zone, it seemed like a favorable situation for the offense. However, Witherspoon, a 2-time Pro Bowler, managed to position himself perfectly, preventing Valdes-Scantling from making a play and ultimately securing the interception. 5. Sam Darnold is finding his rhythm. As he adapts to a new offense and new teammates in his first year with the Seahawks, quarterback Sam Darnold is showing significant growth during training camp. He has been connecting well with his top 2 receivers, Jackson Smith-Njigba and Cooper Kupp. Darnold had a particularly strong day, including a long completion to Kupp after a well-executed route and a perfectly placed touchdown pass to Smith-Njigba, who used a clever double move to get open. While there will be ups and downs as the offense continues to develop, Darnold's growing chemistry with his primary targets is a promising sign. 6. Ernest Jones IV returns. After a brief absence due to personal matters, inside linebacker Ernest Jones IV was back on the field on Friday. Although he has been limited in practice following off-season knee surgery, he made an impressive play by reading a screen pass perfectly and maneuvering through blockers, positioning himself for what would have been a tackle for loss if full tackling were allowed. Additionally, left tackle Charles Cross, who underwent surgery for a dislocated finger earlier in the week, was also back with the team, though he did not participate in practice. As the Seahawks continue their training camp journey, the performances of these rookies are certainly making waves. What do you think about the potential of these young players? Are there any surprises that stood out to you? Share your thoughts in the comments below.